Hi Scorpio. Welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Maybe the message is for you, so just take it however resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. You can check out all my information in the description box down below. My website link is down there. Also my Instagram, so you can check that out. Jump over if you would like to. And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways you've supported the channel. Oh, let's dive in. Okay, I love this. I love this. All right. You have the wren. And the dog. This is so sweet. You have courage and humility, and then friendship and loyalty. This is sweet. All right. Things could be coming up in communications. I almost am getting an outside energy, Scorps. Like, there could have been something going on here, like a conversation that was had, or you're recognizing that there's a person here that is like sending, like communicating a lot. This could be a person here that is like showing their loyalty to you, or this person just, there could be someone that you're aware of that they're loyal to you. They're a friend that might be coming out. This is almost like an interesting situation where I'm seeing you're either gaining the courage to say, like, have something come up in a conversation with a friend, and that this might be kind of a hard conversation, to be honest. Like, I'm getting something around it where it's like, yeah, this person, it's like they don't really want to say this to you. In fact, something about you might be intimidating to them. It's something around that, but this person, like, has your back, or like they have a deep loyalty to you. Like, whoever this person is in your life, I'm not sure who or what it's talking about, but they would do what they need to do to keep the relationship like in good standing. Or if they feel like you need to hear something at this time that's for your greater good, they might be coming in, and it's not easy for them, like what they have to say. Whatever this conversation could be talking about, it's like it's gonna be a little uncomfortable, because you guys might have to talk about things or address things that are a little bit uncomfortable. But it might open things up. How very interesting. Wow, even this card, that's crazy. These also flipped out. I wasn't like initially going to take them, but I was like, okay, that's interesting. So this card also talks about instinct and loyalty, and then we've got magic and destiny. How interesting. Okay, this is trippy. All right. Whoa. Your instincts look very strong at this time, and wow, I cannot believe like the loyalty aspect. Whoa. All right. I feel like there's been some kind of connection that you've had in your life, and you have some kind of strength that there's a person that recognizes this about you, where you like, there's also a person here that might be perceiving you in the same exact way. Like, this person realizes, like, okay, you and this person have like a friendship, a loyalty, weird friendship thing going on between the two of you, and it feels like there's some kind of outside thing tied to destiny. Look how you have the magic card, and this card is super fascinating because it is such a Scorpio card in a very unique way. You see the little skull in there. Okay, you could have tapped into something very significant, and there could be some weird things coming up to the surface where you're realizing like your destiny, like you have some kind of situation that has your name written all over it when it comes to your destiny. And the magic of this situation could be like really interesting, where you and another person, like, you just have these instincts of loyalty popping up. So someone could be very strongly coming in to have your back and vice versa. It's like such a sweet thing. And I love the way the dog is coming in, because it's such a, like, you know, if it's domestic, or you wouldn't perceive this energy is so sweet, but you wouldn't expect the fierceness on the other side. And I'm almost getting that here, where you could have a temptation to discount someone who's coming forward towards you and wanting to show that they're like loyal to you in some kind of capacity. It's like, I love this, because you might be like, it's like you wouldn't have expected this from this person, or vice versa, because there's just such like a loving kind of innocence about it, but this person has some kind of fierceness or something about that. You guys have some kind of loyalty to each other. I just think like that could be the instinct that's coming up, or you could be like going into some kind of situation with another person, and it's something about your destiny. That's why I think it's so fascinating that the Raven came out with like this magic and this destiny that's tied to it, because I feel as though you're gonna realize that the universe lined every single freaking part of this thing up in a really fascinating way. It's like you were meant for this path, or you were meant to go into this situation, and you've got everything you need. Okay, like the universe is totally working through you to do something. You've got DNA, that's a huge factor in this. Microgravity is like a weightlessness. You've got the telescope, vapor trail, so this is like left a positive impression on you, and you have density. Wow, this is so freaking fascinating. I love when these two cards come out together, because there's something going on in this situation when it comes to density and microgravity, which, like, density is very heavy, and this microgravity is like this weightlessness, and that is somehow incorporated in this situation. And it's literally coming down to the quantum biology part of it, which I know is going to sound kind of like, what are you freaking talking about, Joss? And I will get into that. Okay, I love this. All right. Telescope. There could be something going on with distance here, but the DNA, like, very fascinating. There could be some really freaking weird things going on here. So occasionally I bring up Robert Sapolsky and like his stuff on molecular genetics, and there could be something here where you feel tied to a specific person based off of like ancestry or something super weird. You could be like drawn to a particular person because it reminds you of relatives, or you're like on a subconscious level, or like the quantum physical part of you, like the biological aspect, you're drawn to a person because you guys have a similar like genetic makeup. It's not that you're freaking prejudiced or anything. It's just something very fascinating that I think it's even deeper. But this person could have come in, they left a mark on you energetically. And this person, like, there's just a loyalty here. This person, like, yeah, it's a good energy. Or you could have left a positive impression on someone's life. It looks just super good. And you'll see that you guys have some significant thing to accomplish here. It's some kind of freaking crazy destiny to do something. Okay, what in the weird Back to the Future-ness. Okay. Okay, that wants to come out. So we have the Two of Swords. Previously on. Why did I say that? Feels like you still might be a little back and forth, or you're like, I don't know if you're confused by a particular person. You have the Chariot. That's interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles. Oh. Yeah, see, I told you there was something about distance or the telescope. We have the Seven of Swords. Oh. Oh. Seven of Cups. Ooh. Okay. We have the Four of Swords, the Devil, the World card. What else have we got? Six of Wands. And what have we got? Wow. And the Temperance and the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. Where do I begin? Okay, so Scorpio, it looks to me, in the recent past, there was something going on between you and a particular person, and there could have been something about, like, you might be feeling as though, like, someone could be feeling as though you're wearing a mask, or vice versa, or there could just still be something kind of, like, confusing about this dynamic, but this person still feels like some kind of deep connection to you. But there's something either being hidden here. It's like, I don't know exactly what the Seven of Swords is, to be 100% honest. Like, it could be, oh, it's gonna be different for all of you, but it feels almost like, okay, it feels like what could be happening is you're on the brink of closing out a pretty significant chapter, because you're going through all these realizations about your inner child. Like, you could have gone through some significant lessons here, and you're, like, in this protection mode over something very vulnerable or innocent. This could just be you yourself, where you've got yourself really tightly interconnected with your inner child. And I love that, because I feel like you guys are very encompassed with that, at least for those of you that resonate with that. I just feel as though that could be the core reason. It's not like you're doing anything in a vengeful way. It's literally like that your self-care involves closing out a significant cycle with, like, energies in your life that you've dealt with, because you might be feeling as though it affects you very negatively with the Seven of Swords. It feels pretty good, because I feel as though something new is in the process of generating, because I'm almost getting that you've been in this process here of releasing this density, which could be either physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It's something very significant that's been weighing you down, and it looks like you are now becoming weightless all of a sudden. Very interesting. And I'm not sure what happened in the process. Like, it could have been something here where this ability to open up your throat chakra and be very courageous to say, like, communicate things, even, and to do it with humility. That's challenging, I won't lie. Like, because sometimes when you realize you've been in the Seven of Swords, like, you've either been taken advantage of, or there's been some, like, you've been lied to or deceived. Sometimes, like, your ego, I can talk about this, but, like, sometimes you can move into a jaded energy where you just, like, are, you know, like, super egotistical. But it's saying, like, continue to keep your communications, like, where you're still willing to go into it, but you're humble, or you're, like, recognizing the strength of another. That's kind of this energy here. Okay, you could have received something tied to your destiny with the Raven card. Ravens are known to be energies that are connected to like different realms. That's how I call it. So you could have received something energetically that like you have a destiny connected possibly with another. That's what I'm getting, is like you and a particular person. It's just a loyalty here. Like, I don't know what it's talking about. I just think that you could, like, some of you guys, there could be a Cancer involved here, but it's like this person has your back and vice versa. Like, you two have each other's back against some kind of whatever the deceptive energy is, or whatever this destiny card is, okay? I also, what was I getting at? Yeah, so it looks to me that you're stepping into a fresh new energy with the Page of Pentacles, okay? You might be moving into a new environment, okay? And it looks like there's your trusty little human in the background, okay? So it looks like to me that you are moving into something, even though I think that you'll possibly get confronted with some kind of energy that will, because I think you're building something new, and I think that there's some energies around you that might not be the biggest fan of what you're doing or starting up, because it feels as though you moving into this means that this is going to come to an end. It looks like you are victorious. I also think that if there was something where you were grasping very tightly to a situation, it feels like you are accepting that situation, or you're relaxing into it, and there will be a release that will happen there. You will become weightless. It's not a process here where you're struggling so much against the opposite energy. It's not so much about that. You're relaxing into the situation in a safe environment, you know? Like, obviously there's that part of it, but I will tell you that the more that you guys can relax into a lot of discomfort, there's a lot of alchemy that can take place where you don't have to get out of the situation, that your vibration really, and that's a very tricky thing to say, because to say that when it comes to maybe abuse or things like that, like, that's a very delicate thing to say. But I will tell you that I have personally been in situations where, yeah, sometimes you get the hell out of there. But on another side of things, if you can make peace with the current environment, you become weightless in that, because your ability to go through this whole psychological thing where something very triggering is coming up to the surface, feels like it's trying to unlock like certain aspects of your DNA, or there's like a lot of quantum tunneling or energetic transference that's taking place when it comes to a particular energy. And it feels like you're going to, rather than like gripping on or holding on to something out of fear, something about you is going to relax. And it's like, what a fascinating way that this energy really pushed you into accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. So if you were trying to moderate yourself for a significant amount of time, or like temperance is moderation, right? And there's so much even alchemy in that. And once you become weightless in this situation, everything is going to freaking transform. It's almost even like this vapor trail where you have to become energetically weightless in some capacity, and you will, like, literally, this is some kind of crazy quantum tunneling thing. I know it's going to sound weird, but you guys will know what I'm talking about when you accomplish it. You'll be like, Joss, freaking yeah. Because this is the density, okay? And this is almost like your free radicals card, okay? This is seriously such an internalized process. And the external stuff is one thing. It's really just reflecting what's going on at the quantum level. So that's why, like, anything that is going on chemically that's causing you to become very dense, you'll see a lot of holographic projections in your external reality that will continue to reflect that, and that's going to cause you to make movements here where finally, like I'm just getting this, where you finally get a hold of the extremes going on, and you're going to like just kind of come into this place of peace, even though it's like with some uncomfortable aspects here, but you're going to come to peace with what is. And that's where everything is going to freaking shift and transform. How very fascinating, Scorps. Let me dive into the extended. Wow. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Scorps, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best. See you in your next reading. Take care.